Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We are poor, poor, poor. I must be the pimpingest guy in the world, because I'm bleeding money. Anyway, it's time for Warlock. Okay. Yeah. 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 What the hell? We'll take this thing. Warlocks don't need mana, right? Oh, this is terrible. I'm trying to play aggro here. What are you giving me this junk for, game? What are you giving me this junk for? Well, I guess we'll take this guy because he doesn't suck. Okay. Well, if I am going to play aggro, the silence would make sense to silence taunts, or the Shadow Bolt would just make sense to kill stuff. I guess we'll take the Shadow Bolt. I don't... Oh, man. I was thinking to play Warlock, try to learn how to play aggro, but this doesn't seem like the right deck for it. Anyway, as much as I love the Pimp, we'll take the Mana Wraith. Doesn't seem like that would work for an aggro deck. We'll take the Flame Imp. Seems like a good card. Senjin is a good one, but we'll take another 1-drop. Let's go for lots of 1-drops. That's supposed to work, right? Another Shadow Bolt? Yeah, I'll take a 2-drop here, Fairy Dragon. Just make sure we have lots of early plays. Argent Squire is exactly the kind of card I want, but I think Soulfire is really great for aggro because you can kill stuff for free. Another opportunity for silence. We'll take a early drop that's also a card drawer, which is nice. Well, I don't want to take this if I'm playing aggro, but these cards are just unplayable trash, so we're not having really good luck with the rares here. Shattered Sun Cleric I think is worth it. Even when you're going aggro, I think the Murloc Raider is just a bit too bad. We'll take the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff your early drops. That can help. Jeez. Well, I guess even an aggro deck should have some endgame. This is just terrible. I'm going to take a Wind Fury Harpy. Another Flame Imp. Alright. Hellfire is intriguing. I'll take a Dark Iron Dwarf, though, to buff some of my early creatures to help them trade up. Okay, I got a bit of feedback that I've been undervaluing Swarm, so I'll give the Dragonling mechanic a fair shake in general, but here, since we're trying to go for Warlock aggro, I'll just take a Succubus. That's the biggest thing that's there. And sure, I'll take a Wisp. Why not? Leopard Gnome is pretty great for aggro decks. Deals a lot of damage, even if it dies. I don't think Void Terror is exactly correct, but the Questing Adventurer could actually be good with all these cheap cards. He can grow up to be pretty big in the end game. We'll take a Voodoo Doctor. That seems good. Heal up, get an extra life tap out of it. Seems fine. And a Young Priestess, I guess, if we're going for the aggro route, should be good as well. This is just a generic 2-1 for Warlocks. This guy could be okay, I suppose, as an early taunter to protect your other stuff. Do I want some more removal here, potentially? What have I got? Soulfire and a Shadow Bolt. That's it as far as actual removal goes. I guess Siphon Soul doesn't really count that much. No, we'll take him. We'll take him to have some early drops. We'll see how this goes. Okay, Blood Imp's nice. You definitely want those to make your creatures nice and fat. And Mortal Coil could be good, but I'm actually going to grab Power Overwhelming because it's basically a burn card. These are sort of terrible. We'll take another Loot Hoarder for more card draws and more early drops. Now, in an aggro deck, do you actually take the Young Dragonhawk? I don't think you can do that. Summoning Portal doesn't make much sense, though. We'll take this guy to protect our weenie creatures, I suppose. Okay, do I take another one of those? Now we'll take a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. There should be lots of stuff dying all over the place. That thing might grow big. We'll take the Grunt for some more taunt to protect our weenies. Dread Infernal? So have another endgame card. I've only got, like, one. Be nice to have some endgame in the deck, but I think Blood Imps are good. We'll double our chances of seeing those early on. And I think actually a Tiger here is good. Tiger is a nice finisher. Like if I get my opponent close but not quite enough, the Tiger is stealthy. My opponent can't remove it. He can pounce in for the kill. And I'm sure we'll take an Azure Drake for some more card advantage as opposed to the Siphon Soul. So, all right, folks, here's me trying to play aggro. All right, so I drafted a lot of 1-drops. We're just going to go balls to the walls here, probably ignoring my opponent's creatures and just going for the face. I don't know how this is supposed to work. I'm sure I did some things wrong. I'm not an experienced or seasoned aggro player. This is an educational game. We're going to learn exactly what works and what doesn't work when you're trying to play an aggro deck. So we'll see. Right now, as I mentioned at the end of my last video, I've actually, even though my gold is at 1500, you have to subtract 900 from that because I got that from the open beta, or the closed beta rebate. And that means that I've fallen below the amount of money that you start with in this game. This is really not the hand that I want at all in the slightest, actually. So we're going to just keep the Wisp and get some actual cards. What? This is, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I hate the idea of aggro. You saw me draft like 1 cards like the Ball Dickens, and we got nothing here. Nothing to play. Okay, well, I'm not going to play a Wisp. All this is going to do is trade against a Recruit, though. Fucking, god damn it. Well, all this is going to do is trade against a Recruit, so I can't really play it. What I'm going to do is save it and buff up the Questing Adventurer with it. My opponent starts off with the Recruit. Can I please get a 1-drop here? Alright, 2-drop, that's fine. So here's a Fairy Dragon. He can buff this Recruit potentially with a Shattered Sun Cleric or a Blessing of Might or something and kill this thing. I hope that that's not what happens. This Panther is actually a real problem because even if I buff this Questing Adventurer twice, it's still not good enough. Like, I can play him and the Wisp and the Coin for no reason, I suppose. And then the Panther just kills it no matter what. Well, we'll do this. We'll, yeah, jeez. Do I want to play Shattered Sun Cleric? Just for the hell of it? Sure. I don't want to play this Mana Wraith in case it doesn't die. Then I can't play the Questing Adventurer next turn. But then again, I might stop him from playing something, which would be nice. Or cash in on against the Tiger. Alright, what I'll do is just this and Shattered Sun Cleric. Again, we're saving the Wisp here to buff up the Questing Adventurer with. I mean, the Wisp is just a terrible card. You might as well get some value out of it. So next turn I can actually drop the Questing Adventurer. Him, Wisp, Coin, Mana Wraith is going to be a cool 5/5. There's a Hammer of Wrath. Okay, so is my opponent going to trade the Panther in for my Fairy Dragon? I hope so. I hope he at least reveals it. Okay, good. So what I can do now is, oh, that's even better, I think. I don't even need to use the coin. So we're going to do Questing Adventure.
Give me a quest.
Wisp. I guess I could play the coin. It'd be nice if one of these were like one of the 1-drops I drafted. But we'll just play a Blood Imp. So interestingly, this guy's now a 4/5, but I think just to be safe, we'll trade that in. I mean, it would be kind of silly of me, I believe, to just expect the 4/2 Panther not to be able to kill the Questing Adventurer against a Paladin with like 7 cards in his hand. So, yeah, this looks like it's business as usual, but this deck is full of Leper Gnomes and Flame Imps that are about to get real bad real fast. Okay, he's going to Consecrate, which gets rid of my Blood Imp and my Wisp. I don't think he has anything to deal with that, though. So, yeah, can I play 2 creatures? I could. I could play Dark Iron Dwarf, Coin, Mana Wraith. I think I'm going to do that. I mean, I obviously could just play the Tiger, but if I play the Tiger, this guy will be at a pretty unimpressive 4 health, so it'll die to a True Silver Champion. Let's just go ahead and go balls to the walls Dickens here. I am the second player, so I had the coin, which is an advantage, so swing for 9. Alright, I guess it's a good thing I saw this guy in my draft. He's pretty good. I mean, given how I drafted my deck, if I didn't have this, I would pretty much just lose this game. I don't see how I could possibly win. Oh, you suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Damn. Well, I got the hit for 9, I guess. It's something. What is this? 8 damage? I can get him down to 13. Oh, do you have more shit? No, fuck you. No, no, no. Ah, fuck you. Go to hell. Ugh. Well, here's where I wish I had one of those owls. Felguard, huh? Who needs mana crystals? Mana crystals are for losers. Yeah, mana crystals are for losers. Okay, does this destroy one of your used mana crystals or one of your, fresh mana crystals? Doesn't say. Well, let's just draw a card first then, just in case. Oh, Siphon Soul, that would have been nice to have at the start of the turn. Well, anyway, we'll do this. Down goes a mana crystal, and yeah, whatever, we'll just, fuck it. Swing for the face. Okay, well, let's see what my opponent has to say for himself. He's going to need a taunt, I think. Although, yeah, Siphon Soul, I guess it's good that I drafted it and drew it, because if he does drop like a Sunwalker or something wacky, I can just blow through it and swing. My guess is he'll buff this, kill my Felguard, then I got blah, 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 8 damage. Ooh, get him down to 1 with the Soulfire. So I'll swing him down to 5, then play the Tiger to threaten the kill, and then Soulfire might be some extra insurance. I passed in a few Kobold Geomancers. One of them would have ensured the kill with that spell damage, but I think every time the Kobold Geomancer came up, it was at the same time as like a 1-drop. What's that going to be, like a Blessing of Kings? Blessing of Might? Shattered Sun Cleric? Dark Iron Dwarf? Got some kind of a buff. Another Consecration wouldn't be the worst thing. It would kill off 4 of my damage. Blessed Champion. Oh, I see. Well, it's actually a pretty terrible card, I think, in general, and also under the circumstances. It gave him 4 damage for 5 mana. Compare that to Blessing of Might, which gives 3 damage for 1. Paid 4 extra mana for, like, 1 extra damage. That's clearly a bad deal, right? Let's go ahead and just ignore the shit out of all of his stuff. Yeah, I can't win. So we'll make a Tiger. So we're threatening the kill here with this Tiger, even if he clears out everything else. Paladins... I don't even know how a Paladin could kill a Tiger. I can't think of any way other than, like, you know, spell damage, double Consecration. Oh, well, right. Equality Consecration would kill a Tiger, of course. Okay, that was a dumb game. I mean, I don't want to sound, you know, complaining or anything. I'm happy to have won. Whoa! Hey! Win 1,000 games in any mode. I had forgotten that achievement was there. Wow, 300 gold. Actually, that is a lot of gold. That goes a long way to continue funding my losing streak here. Druid or Hunter? Okay. Oh, hey, we're up to 1830. That's great. I can lose a lot more arenas now and still be in it to win it. Or in it to lose it, I suppose. Ho! I think I have the worst puns ever. Anyway, that was a fun game. Didn't really see the aggro deck perform there, did we? That was just sort of... Like, all my 1-drops were, like, buried in my deck. I don't know where they were. Pikachu. Okay, well, it's interesting. I'm up against a rogue, so obviously against a rogue... Aggro might be a little bit tricky to pull off, you'd think, just because, interesting. We'll keep the Shadow Bolt, sure. Just because, you know, rogues have the dagger, but A, I've got both my Blood Imps, so that's kind of nifty, and then B, you know, if the rogue's daggering your stuff, you keep throwing more stuff, she will take a lot of damage. I'm second again, which is probably better than being first. Certainly against a rogue, I don't know, in general. Do I want to coin out a Blood Imp? It's an interesting idea, certainly. But there's no real reason to, is there? I mean, what am I really saving myself against by coining the Blood Imp? Now, I can coin out a Blood Imp any turn that I want to. All that the double Blood Imp does is it protects my Blood Imps from dying to a Fan of Knives. That's pretty much all it does. Otherwise, it doesn't really make a difference. Flame Imp seems a bit weak here. Well, it'd be a 3-3. 3-4. I guess I could actually survive against this stuff. Another option is to play the Fairy Dragon, coin, Blood Imp. This guy would then also be a 3-4. Well, it's the same stats as the Flame Imp. Haha, well, I guess I might as well just do the Flame Imp then and save my coin, am I right? Obviously, against a rogue, you don't particularly want to attack with your Blood Imps. I think that would be a bit silly. Let's just keep my 3-4. So if she wants to kill it, she can. She can use a Backstab, plus a Murloc. She can use... Dagger Mastery and both Murlocs. Obviously a Backstab or a Combo to Eviscerate would be the best option. Thankfully she has no coin, so combo is a bit hard at this stage. See what she wants to do with herself. So when you have double Blood Imps and you're protected against Fan of Knives, a rogue will have a bit of a tricky time dealing with your stuff. The rogue would have to either play Deadly Poison plus a Blade Flurry or use... But oh geez, I'm not playing around Betrayal. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Yeah, you've got to put your Blood Imp in the middle when you play against a rogue. Oops. Well, we'll definitely kill that. And I don't know if I want to race. I don't think I do. Let's just go ahead and kill this thing. That seems like a decent move. I could actually expose a Blood Imp and kill a Scout. Nah, let's not do that. We'll try to intersperse the Blood Imps. The Blood Imps should really be, like, in the middle, and all my other creatures should be on the outside to protect against Betrayal. This guy is pretty good. He gets to kill my Flame Imp, sadly. Power Overwhelming is not helpful here, actually, because it doesn't really help save this guy at all. I guess I'm just gonna get as much as I can out of that Flame Imp. We'll do that and play my own Silvermoon Guardian. So yeah, after she kills the Flame Imp with the Divine Shield, I can kill her Silvermoon Guardian with my Divine Shield, although she probably would be wise now to just use the dagger and kill the Flame Imp that way. But then I might just coin Siphon Soul and kill this thing that way. And hope for the best. Because, yeah, if she just daggers this, I don't want to put the Fairy Dragon down just to have it die to the Silvermoon Guardian. That seems awfully silly. The risk of using Siphon Soul is she obviously could play lots of things later on. Perdition's Blade's pretty good there. So she pings off the Divine Shield. Okay. I haven't managed to deal any damage to her. She gets to combo out that dude. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I took a lot of... I guess I just don't really understand how you're supposed to do aggro. Maybe this wasn't the right draft for it. But I feel like I took every one drop I came across, pretty much. And I still end up with a deck that doesn't really get off the ground very fast. And my opponent still has a very easy time just stopping everything I try to do. Anyway, yeah, we'll just flood the board, I suppose. So let's draw a card first. Mana Wraith. Maybe. Fairy Dragon. Let's do that. Sure, we'll do a Wisp. And we'll hang on to this Mana Wraith for now. No point in playing this thing, I don't think. I could sack a Blood Imp in for the bandits. Nah, we'll leave the Blood Imps alone for now. And pass the turn. I could coin out the Mana Wraith, hang on. Yeah, whatever, we'll coin out the Mana Wraith. Sure. Going for the swarm strategy here. Everything's huge because of these Blood Imps. Give it a shot, I guess. I'm a little low on life because of life tapping, and I have to be careful because a rogue can plink me, you know, for a damage a turn, so when I'm in the teens, you gotta be kind of scared of plinking too much. That was a pretty smart move. I actually am left without a way to kill this 3/3, hilariously enough. And she still has 6 mana and 4 cards. There's a golem, that's a pretty good card. So I got a little bit of health from the Siphon Soul. Okay, let's see what we draw. It is a Dark Iron Roof. It's actually quite good. It's actually really good. I'm not going to draw a card this turn. Do I Dark Iron Dwarf the Mana Wraith or the Wisp? The Wisp would die against the Silver Moon Guardian. Mana Wraith wouldn't. Then it would die to the dagger, but if she's hitting the dagger, that seems fine. Okay, we'll do this. We'll kill that. And we'll swing here. Let's keep these guys hidden, I think, still for now. They just die to the golem, which seems awfully pointless. 4/6 is actually huge. I mean, if you just think about it in, you know, fundamental terms, a 4/6 is very, very large. So my opponent now has the same life total I do. Card-wise, we're alright, 6/6, but I mean, 2 of mine are stationary. However, these can pop out of the woodwork here for damage. Just gonna silence that. I don't know what that doesn't do anything. I think she's, okay, one of two things. Either she's put that down just to have the body, or my opponent actually just stone cold screwed up and didn't realize that if the buff is coming from an outside source, silencing the character does nothing. Like, all I did was silence the battle cry, which of course is pointless because it already happened. Oh my god! Oh my god, that has to die immediately. That needs to die yesterday. Oh god. Okay, I need to kill that. Because obviously if a rogue can cast spells and it deals damage to all this stuff, that's not good. Don't see much of a point swinging the Wisp into anything. We'll just do a little damage there, and we'll play Wind Fury Harpy. So it's a 4/7 with Wind Fury. That, I mean, my opponent miraculously has no answer to this. She could kill it with just her creatures and the dagger, but if she doesn't kill this, I could put Power Overwhelming on it, which would be funny. It's swinging for 16 damage. Because it swings twice, obviously. I didn't really consider that combo when I drafted this deck. I just took it because it was endgame, and it was like a pack full of big cards, so I kind of had to take it. But yeah, that would win me the game on the spot, barring taunts. Because this is 16, 17, 18, my Blood Imps could then also swing out. Ah, she's gonna kill it. Well, smart move. Very smart move. She does take 4 damage, though. Can I win with this? What do we got here? 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 4 is 11. Nope, not quite. Not quite enough. Alright, oh, this is actually a really good draw. I'm gonna life tap. I think I have just enough damage to be able to do that. We'll do this. This is great. So he's got a ton of health. I don't even need to kill her creatures. I could just swing past her. Do I want to use my Blood Imps now to attack? How safe do I feel against this behind this Warden? So I swing her down to 7. Does that make a difference? It could very well make a difference. I will actually bring them out now. I don't think my opponent should be able to kill me. She can assassinate or silence this. This is only 5 damage, 6 damage. Seems good. And the Wisp becomes a 1/4. Ooh, I don't know if that was a well played of, like, smart on you to kill with the Blood Imps, or like, I'm about to kill you well played. Could a rogue with 3 cards deal like 10 damage? I guess it's possible. Sinister Strike and double Eviscerate, but I mean, that seems awfully unlikely. Oh, maybe Argent Commander Cold Blood? Argent Commander Cold Blood Eviscerate? Something like that? Okay, I don't think my opponent has any of that stuff. We seem to be in good shape. This is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, even without the Power Overwhelming, but the Power Overwhelming is a bit of insurance in case of something like a Blade Flurry or whatever. Yeah, maybe she said well played, like as a well played, you attacked with your Blood Imps. Ah, my opponent's stand. Well, that's not helping her live, because this is still 4 damage here. She's got 9 mana to work with. Ysera! Oh, well. It's not really going to do it if that's all you're doing on the turn. Okay, well. I'm not going to douchily reveal any more cards, and we're going to win the game. Well, that was fun. that's a really good use of that emote. Well, this has been a fun run, I suppose, with the wacky Warlock aggro. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, please like and or subscribe, and we'll definitely post the rest of the games in the upcoming video. I'll see you in a bit.